Hello friends, I am Shravana and welcome to my channel Sparkling Future. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and share the videos with your friends, and also please click on bell icon for the notifications about the latest videos. So today we will see about combining two data frames in Spark SQL. Let's say we have two data frames. One is with employee ID and employee name, and another data frame with employee ID, employee name and designation. A third column has been added in the second data frame. And also we cannot join them because there are no common employee IDs, no common key between these two data frames. And we have to check for a way to combine these two data frames, and the output should look like this, which has three columns, and it should have a merged output from these two data frames. Okay, let's look into some sample Scala code to see how can we combine two different data frames which have different number of columns. So friends, for working on this example, I have created a Scala object, defined the main method and set this property. You can see my earlier videos about why do we need to set this property, and define the Spark session. And I am creating two data frames here, one for emp.xml and second one for emptest.xml. So these two are the files I am considering. In the emp.xml file, if you see here, for each record, emp id and emp name, two attributes are there, two elements are present under this row tag. Similarly, in the emptest.xml, for this record tag, this record row tag, we have three fields: employee id, employee name and designation. So now I am just reading the data frames, these two XMLs as data frames, and I am printing the data frames. This is the first data frame's output, which ID is the record ID and employee ID and employee name. Because this is XML, it has considered that the row tags attribute here, we can drop it out. And similarly, from the second data frame, it has printed employee ID, employee name and designation. Okay, so now we will see how to merge these two, or how to combine these two data frames. So friends, Spark SQL provides one functionality called union. Using union, we can combine the data frames when there is no joining key between them. Where we cannot access the join, we can union the data frame, mainly for the combining. So today we will see how to union these two, so that both the data frames will be combined, and wherever the missing values are there, it will substitute that with null. So let me create a resultant data frame, df1 dot union of df2. Now I am dropping that underscore id so that we don't get confused, and I am giving on the show. Okay, so here we are verifying. See, in Spark we have Spark SQL, we have union, union all and union by name. So now we will see when we should use union by name, and when these two, union and union all, will fail, in which cases we should use union by name. So before checking that, we will see what is the problem when we use union. Okay, this exception that we are going to see here, that exception will tell that when you are doing union, then the column should match, in the sense the number of columns. If the first data frame has two columns, the second data frame also should have two columns. See friends, here you have received the analysis exception, which means union can only performed on tables with the same number of columns. So here we have, in first table we have 3 columns, which is the ID, which is of records attribute, and employee ID and employee name, whereas the second data frame has employee ID, employee name, designation and the ID row tag. So because of that, union has failed. So now let's try with union all, in case it allows. But union and union all are almost does the same. Because of that reason, it should also fail with the same exception, which is like the data union can only be used when there are same number of columns. See friends, we have received the same SQL analysis exception, which says that union can only be performed on tables with the same number of columns, but the first table has 3 columns and the second table has 4 columns. So in such cases, when there are different number of columns in two different data frame, how can we merge that? So for such reasons, what we can do is union by name. There is an option called union by name. And also friends, if you see here, union by name we can perform, but the only problem here is, here again there are 2 and here there are 3 columns are there, but whereas there is an option in union by name which can be sent as a second parameter to this union by name, allow missing columns equal to true, which means in the second one, here we have only 2 columns, right? So here we have to add the third column with some null. So for that reason, we are enabling this property, saying that under union by name alone, this property is available, allow missing columns equal to true. Now let's run this job and see what kind of exception we get, or will it succeed. So friends, if you see, this is the output. Without any exception, we have received the output by combining both the data frames. See, this is the first data frame wherein the designation is not present. Because of that, it has substituted that empty values with null, and also the second data frame, all the 3 are involved and both the data frames are combined. Clear, right friends? So when you have a requirement where you need to combine 2 data frames and there is a mismatch in the number of columns, then you can use this union by name function by adding this extra parameter, which is allow missing columns equal to true. Hope this is useful for you friends. Hope you got it, the point of when to use union by name. Thank you very much for watching the video friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.